Hi everyone, welcome to Feline Jungle. So Chinese New Year is around the corner, and during this time of the year we buy a lot of lucky plants to decorate our house. So from my experience, I want to go over 8 plants for your office or your home, and it will attract things like good luck, good health, and fortune, just all the things you need for the new year. According to Feng Shui, living plants bring positive energy from nature into one space. So we all know that plants are nourishing and healing, but Feng Shui plants are plants that are believed to be auspicious and will be good for different aspects of your life. Usually these plants are very easy beginner plants that require very little care, because you don't want plants that are a symbol of good luck to be very difficult to take care of, because it's not lucky if they die on you. Now we're going to our family member's house where we look at their good Feng Shui plants. Let's go! During Chinese New Year, people say 恭喜发财, which doesn't mean Happy New Year at all. It actually means wish you a lot of money and good fortune, because everyone wants a lot of money. Of course, the first plant we're going to talk about is the money tree. The Chinese name of money tree is Fa Cai Shu. Fa Cai in Chinese means make a lot of money. You probably recognize this from the saying 恭喜发财, and Shu means tree. When you put it together, it means money-making tree. And this plant is supposed to bring you financial success. There are multiple stories on how it got its name. The one that I like the most is about a man who found some money on the ground, and he didn't know where the owner was, so he decided to hang the money on the tree. When people saw that, they thought money was growing on it, and that's how it got its name. Just talking about the description of the money tree, it has a very distinctive leaf pattern that looks like an umbrella, or some people say it looks like a hand. It also has really beautiful bright leaves with a very unique braided trunk. That trunk is actually made out of 3 to 5 different plants. The 3 to 5 different plants represents the elements of life, and the braiding symbolizes locking in the good luck and wealth in its folds. For example, 4-leaf clover represents good luck, but for money tree, it's good luck to have 6 leaves. In terms of Feng Shui and placement, it's not lucky to put it too high up. Having it at table level is good, so it makes it a perfect working desk plant. You can also put this in the living room. Some people believe that putting money under the pot means that you'll save a lot of money. I've never done this before, so let me know if you've done this. Definitely let me know in the comments below if this works. The care for this plant is super easy. Just find it a spot that has bright indirect light. Also avoid any areas that have a window or a door to avoid drafts. I water mine once a week and it does perfectly fine. It's always giving me new leaves. Super easy beginner plant. Another plant related to money is the zizi plant. In Chinese, this is called 钢琴树. 钢琴 in Chinese means money, and shu, as we said before, means tree. So when you put it together, it means money tree. It got its name because the leaves look like money coins used in ancient China. The coins are held together by a string that goes through the center of all the coins. The structure of a zizi plant looks like the coins being stringed together. This plant also represents financial success. Just a brief description of the zizi plant. It has very shiny, waxy leaves that turn from bright green to emerald green as it matures. The stem also starts very thick and bulbous at the base, and then it tapers to a point on the top. In terms of Feng Shui and placement, like most money-related plants, you don't want to put it too high. A desk level is perfect. Also avoid putting it by the door, because that means that money is leaving you and you don't want that. The zizi plant also needs very minimal care, which makes it a very easy beginner plant again. Much like the cactus, you want to water the plant only when the soil is completely dry. The rare way that you can kill this plant is to actually overwater it. It holds a lot of water in these water sacs that live underground, so it can go days without watering. It also tolerates bright to low light conditions, which makes it a perfect plant for any home.
I've even seen people put this in the basement and it does completely fine because it will still grow in very low light conditions.
Another plant related to good fortune is the jade plant. In Chinese, this is also known as yokshu.
Jade plant is the direct translation of its Chinese name, which is yokshu. For centuries, there's been a deep connection between Chinese culture and jade. Chinese people believe that this stone represents good health and long life. Sometimes people say that this stone has a spirit. Jade is used for luxury jewelry and sculptures. I have this jade bracelet that I've had on for 6 years, and I like to believe that it brings me good luck. Real jade stone can cost a lot of money and can be more expensive than gold. An alternative to real jade is this jade plant. The jade plant represents financial success, good fortune, along with good health and long life. Just a really quick description, it has thick succulent leaves, it grows in a tree-like form and can develop woody stems over time. In terms of Feng Shui and placement, it's best to place it on a desk, and it also has the same placement as the other two money-related plants. Care for it like a succulent. It loves full sun with at least 4 hours of direct sunlight. Water your jade plant only when the topsoil is dry, and never let your plant sit in standing water. This is a common house plant that you can find in Home Depot, any delis, and any Chinese plant stores. Not just jade plants, but Chinese people love all succulents because it reminds them of jade. So you can easily find succulents in Chinese plant stores. The Pilea and pennywort are also plants related to wealth and good fortune. The leaf shapes resemble gold coins, which is why it's loved by Chinese people. They're not traditional Feng Shui plants, but they're also cute options to consider.
This is a lucky bamboo. In Chinese, this is known as Fu Guai Zhong.
Fu Guai means wealth and honor, and zhong means bamboo. When you put it together, you get lucky bamboo. This symbolizes resilience, strength, and prosperity. The lucky bamboo is actually not from the bamboo family, but it's from the Dracaena family. However, the bright green stalks have a bamboo-like appearance. It can be trained to take different forms like a heart shape, spiral, and it can even be braided. The feng shui and placement of the lucky bamboo can get complicated. A lot of times you can find it growing in water because water also symbolizes money. The number of stalks in the bamboo plant actually has specific meanings. You can have as many stalks as you wish, but there are some traditional symbolic numbers you may want to follow. 2 stalks is for love and marriage, 3 stalks is for happiness, 5 stalks is for health, 8 stalks is for wealth and abundance, and 9 stalks is for good wealth. If you're interested in the placement of the lucky bamboo, you can find a lot of information online. I would say out of all the plants I want to talk about today, the care for this plant is the easiest. If it's grown in water, simply refresh the water whenever it gets foggy and make sure that the roots are covered. If it's grown in soil, which is a lot more uncommon, it would have to be watered whenever the top inch of soil gets dry to touch. Keep your lucky bamboo out of direct sunlight, and you're good to go.
Another saying you can use during Chinese New Year is Hong Wan Dong Tao, which is actually the name of this plant. In English, this is called the Bromeliad.
Hong Wan in Chinese directly translates to flooded with luck. Dong Tao translates to over your head. So when you put it together, it means that you have overflowing luck. It got this name due to the play on word and symbolism. The word red in Chinese is hong, which also sounds like the word hong for flooding. So it can also read as red over your head after you replace the word hong. That looks like the bromeliad when it has a red flower on top. This plant symbolizes good fortune is arriving. Just a quick description, it has very thick foliage that grows in a natural rosette. The wide leaves are sword-shaped and it grows around a central cup. This cup captures the water in the plant's natural habitat. The flower also comes in many fun colors like yellow, red, and purple. A fun fact is that they're actually in the same family as the pineapple plant. This plant likes medium to bright light. To water your bromeliad, fill the cup shape in the center of their leaves with water. Leave the soil relatively dry to avoid root rot.
Did you know that the peace lily is also a popular plant in Chinese culture? In Chinese, this is called Yefan Feng Sun, which is also a saying you can use during Chinese New Year.
Yefan Feng Shui is actually the Chinese nickname for this plant. Yefan means the sail on a sailboat. It's a piece of fabric that uses the wind to propel the boat. Feng Shui means the wind is going in one direction smoothly. So when you put everything together, it means smooth sailing. And this is actually the reason why this plant got this name, because the flower resembles a sailboat. This plant is believed to have healing powers and cleansing powers. The peace lily has big leafy foliage and they're known for their white creamy flowers. These plants can get up to 3 feet tall and they can be found everywhere from your deli to IKEA, Home Depot. These tropical plants love a bright sunny spot, but nothing in direct sunlight. Keep the soil moist and make sure that the soil doesn't dry out. You can add humidity by misting the plant daily or using a tray of water and pebbles. In terms of feng shui and placement, you can place this anywhere except for your bedroom and bathroom.
Another popular plant during Chinese New Year is the orchid.
The orchid is the last plant we're going to talk about today, and the plant symbolizes unity and fertility. This is one of the most popular plants around the world, and it's known for its distinctive flowers. In its native tropical environment, they grow on trees, which is why it has a really thick root system so that it can grab onto the tree. In terms of feng shui and placement, you want to make sure you put the plant by a bright spot or near the entryway. This will bring positive energy to your family and make sure that everyone is healthy. The care for orchids can be tricky at first. If you're a beginner, I would recommend getting any orchid from Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. They commonly sell moth orchids, which is a beginner orchid, and they can grow in low light and do not require extreme humidity. They're super cheap. You can get them ranging from $8 to a big one for $15. To avoid root rot, it's best to repot your orchid once you purchase it. You should use orchid potting mix, which contains wood chips and bark. Orchids cannot survive in soil because in nature they latch onto trees. They need really good air circulation so that the roots stay healthy. During Chinese New Year, people love to get the red and purple orchids because they are really lucky colors.
Now, whatever I say is based off of what my family told me. It's up to you if you believe it or not, but I hope you enjoyed the tour of my family member's plant collection. A lot of his plant is based off of important meanings and symbolism in Chinese culture. So if you're interested in seeing his whole collection, let me know in the comments below. I think 3 out of the 8 plants I have in my personal collection. I really buy plants based off of the texture and the shapes, and I never really considered feng shui when I buy plants. But with the pandemic and everything, maybe it's not such a bad idea to buy some plants for good luck. I definitely need to add more in my collection. If you like cats and plants, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you get all the Feline Jungle content. After all, this is actually how you say Happy New Year in Chinese, which is 新年快乐. I wish you guys all get a lot of red envelopes and see you guys in the new year. Bye!